Hey everybody, this is Barton Holmes with the Yamaha Marine Center. Today we are going to take a look at that brand new 2026 Parker 274 Fathom. Let's get started. Alright, so this is the new generation of Parker. It's fully composite, no wood used in the construction. Great boat. Has very similar hull designs to the original Parkers, very similar look, but much more modern construction. Full fiberglass stringer system in the boat. It's a very heavily constructed boat. So let's run through the features of this boat. On the outside first, this is the Tides blue color with the white bottom, navy blue boot stripe. Through stem windlass on the boat, which is a feature they have started offering. Stainless steel rub rail, of course. So this boat is huge. It is over 7,000 pounds with fluid in it. The overall length of the boat is 27 feet 5 inches to the back of the bracket. The motors make it 30 feet, just over 30 feet overall in length. Let's talk about the Seakeeper Ride. So a Seakeeper Ride system on the boat, that's a standard feature. Underwater lights, and if you're not familiar with Seakeeper Ride, it is an active stabilization system for the boat. So with it in the auto position, it is keeping the boat stabilized when you're on a plane running. It keeps it from rolling side to side, keeps it from pitching too much, which means you're basically holding the bow down and adjusting the running attitude. It's making an insane number of adjustments all the time, and it's the real deal. It does a fantastic job. We've got an Armstrong bracket back here, which makes for a great swim platform, swim deck area, as you can see there. Transom boarding doors on the other side. This boat's running the full digital 200 horsepower Yamahas, counter-rotating propellers, stainless steel props, of course. So this is a hybrid steering system. It's an electric hydraulic system. So technically there's a hydraulic cylinder up in here, but it's controlled by this electric, let me see if I can, yeah, this electric pump that's right down here. So from the helm to the engines, it's all fly-by-wire. Shifting and throttle is all fly-by-wire, of course. Let's go ahead and jump on board and do a walkthrough. So it's a fishing platform, but they've made it far more comfortable for the family than Parkers have been in the past. So let me run through some of the features on the boat. So across the transom here, lots of rod holders, big fish box. You open this fish box up. Huge fish box in here. I could physically get inside that fish box. It's enormous. And then port and starboard, you've got an additional fish box. Got that fish box there. There's another one on the other side, and there's another fish box up in the bow. So this boat, if you're looking to fish, this boat is set up for that. It's got tons of capacity to fish. Huge live well over here on the starboard side. Excuse me, port side. Big live well there. Second live well here in the leaning post. Some cup holders here. This is a new addition for 2026. The previous generation did not have this rocket launcher behind the seat, so they've added that, which is another great feature. Let's talk about up overhead. You've got 4 rod holders overhead. The Kingfish rod holders are an option for the boat, which are these rod holders here. Let me shut the hatch here so I don't fall in. This boat has the chill upholstery with the upgraded stitching in it. So it's this white and blue, very attractive. And it is special upholstery where there's a coating on this that prevents the blue from getting hot in direct sunlight. The seat will flip up, obviously. Access to the bilge is here. There are 2 batteries down in the bilge. storage inside the console. Battery switches for the boat are located here, easy to get to. Like the cockpit drainage situation, so these scuppers drain the cockpit directly overboard. It goes right out of the side of the boat, and it's got a stainless steel flapper valve on the outside. Really quick, easy way to get the water out of the boat without it having it drain all the way back through the transom. This boat does have fresh and raw water washdown. As you can see, we've got rod holders everywhere, and we have additional rod holders up in the bow. Tons of rod holders on this boat. So the electronics package is twin 8612 Garmin displays. We still have the CL5 Yamaha display down here, so you don't have to display the engine information up on these Garmin units. It will display this information up here, but you don't have to. You've got a separate display for engine. Full digital controls, and with these digital controls you've got single lever control. You push that button and then the left lever will control both engines simultaneously. It has cruise control, which is a button over here on the below the trim button for the engines, and you can lock in your RPMs and adjust the RPMs just by clicking the button down below. Some new features for 2026. The cushioning up here, the C-Dex type of material with 2 inductive cell phone chargers. Nice feature. Of course, the full windshield. Overhead, we have a VHF radio. Big, oversized hardtop. The hardtop is color matched to the sides of the boat. Coaming bolsters, the full length of the boat, which is great. This boat holds 154, let's make sure of that, 157 gallons of fuel. The beam is 9.7 on the boat. The draft is 20 inches with the engines trimmed up, and the dead rise at the transom is 19 inches. Let's see, up here in the bow, let's start with anchor locker. We'll work our way aft. So anchor locker is down in here. The controls are at the helm. You have a washdown hose here, raw water washdown. You also have access to get in here to make sure you don't have a bind in the anchor line, so you can reach into the anchor locker to get to the anchor line if you need to. Seating up here in the bow. So you've got storage underneath these seats, which drain overboard. And then you've got cushions that snap on here, a backrest that goes in the rod holder, so you can sit here facing forward, which is what everyone wants to do. And then you've got this big coffin box style seat with armrests that come down. And then this is another option for the boat where we put the liner in here, so you've got another full fish box which drains directly overboard, and is insulated also. And you'll see the bottom side of this when we get inside the console. And of course, this cushion will come off. If you're going to be fishing the boat and you don't want the cushion out, you can pull that off and use this as a standing platform. Up here in the bow, we've got a lot of water. That needs to get drained. Obviously that's plugged up. You got speakers up here, overhead, some cockpit lights overhead. Inside the console, really spacious console. You've got it's a porta potty, but it's fully plumbed. It's plumbed to an overboard macerator, so you can pump the boat out dockside or pump it out through the bottom of the boat, which is great. You can see the sort of space you have in here, additional storage in this caddy, this canvas caddy. And then underneath, if you can see, that is underneath the fish box. It's on the front side of the console, and then that's the macerator pump for that. So all of that is storage area. It's fantastic. Boat also has a battery charger, which is mounted right there. Very well laid out boat. The helm seat, got fold down bolsters, folding armrests. footrest down below, little storage caddy there. On the other side, you've got more storage, tackle trays that come out. It's a great package. This boat with the 200s, which is the most economical engine package, you get 2.5 miles a gallon at 27 miles an hour. At 30 miles an hour, you get 2.25 miles a gallon. That's 4,000 RPMs. And at 4,500 RPMs, you're cruising at 37 miles an hour, getting 2 miles a gallon. So the boat's very economical for this type of boat. Get you out and back, the 157 gallon capacity, so you got plenty of range on this boat, very close to 300 miles. I think for where this boat sits price-wise, it's one of the greatest values in an offshore fishing boat. If you really want fishing capability, lots of fish box capacity, huge space on deck. You can see that space. I'm pointing the camera there because that distance between the bolster and the console is huge. When they redesigned these boats, they put in the glass windshield, and then they integrated the tubing into the console. So you see it doesn't land on the deck, it's integrated into the console, so it opens up another 3 or 4 inches on deck. So you've got extra tow room, less to bump into. It's a very, very nice design. Well, I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough. If you have any questions, we'd be delighted to answer them. Please reach out to us. This is Barton with Yamaha Marine Center. We'll see you on the next video.